Hi, I'm Eddie Onya, Eula, at Unspoken Answers, Unspoken Questions. Tune in at all times where we talk about interesting topics that you guys would like to hear and all sorts of things. So please tune in at all times. Unspoken Answers.
In your line of job, I don't want to be too formal, uh, but I know there are some things that you don't really admire to call you. So, should I say, uh, close protection,
Yeah.
like that? Okay, close protection officer. Okay. Yeah, so now I can talk. I can talk. Yeah, so Eddie has been a client to a lot of celebrities in UK, Africa, America. If you follow his handle, which we will still put it there, he's been a client to a lot of celebrities in UK, Africa, name it. All the Afrobeat guys as well on a different level. So even today, having him, I know he's just flying in from wherever. He called me and said, "All right, yeah, we'll do it on Sunday." So yes, Eddie, let me first of all, we always say in unspoken answers to unspoken questions that how are you?
Am I? I'm good by the grace of God. You know, I'm in good health. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
Yeah, in good health. And I think, people don't really understand the importance of good health, you know,
Yeah.
and also not as mentally as well as physically. So I'm good.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. I said you just flying in. But in a relaxed mode, how is an average day has always been for you, for people that doesn't know, situations.
Yeah. I mean, it varies on who you're looking after.
Hmm.
In this industry, this profession that I'm doing, um, it all depends. Sometimes you could
It depends on the individual.
individual. It could be some people who work it for the whole day, from morning to night. Some people it's just want in the evening. Some people just want you to be there at a specific place to go be at. So sometimes it could be, it could be doing long hours. Could be, it's not always listening long hours. But it all varies on the client. And we call them principals.
Yeah, I know.
I want
Yeah.
people to understand that the client is not also necessarily the principal is the person who comes from. The client could be the principal, but the client is someone that refers you to the principal. So I could be working for someone. You could be
Yeah.
the client. You're like, all right, Eddie, I've got this person I want you to look after. You're the client. The person I'm looking after is the principal. So there is a difference. We use that terminology in security.
So the duties might range at that point.
Yeah. I mean, the
Again.
client is called at the end of the day. When it comes down to it, it's the client you're looking after. We do call them clients, but because of what people understand that there is a difference. That the principal is the person you look after. That's what we call them as principal.
Yeah.
You can call them client if you want, but that's the principal. Client is the majority. The client is more the person you're working from or for. So it could be, like I said, it could be you, but then you're telling me to look after someone, so you become the client.
Yeah.
And the person looking after is the principal. So so
Yeah.
we'll learn something today.
Yeah. Because I've been like, oh, client, oh, okay, yeah. But specific, different role. I remember, I think I was in a venue where I think you were working, and I think I saw you, but gracefully, you just learned, and you just went like that. But I felt like, okay, yeah, you were working, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be
What was this? I can't remember.
uh a time
Time ago,
where,
okay.
yeah. Notice, most especially in the industry, they switch from being nice to voracious, like proper, wild. So how do you wait when a client is telling you relax or whatever?
No, there's a difference between being aggressive and assertive. It's, as a security, you need to be bold, assertive in any approach.
Yeah.
I'll never advise security to be aggressive and to do that. That's not security. Security not that. It's about diffusing the problem and keeping your client, the principal safe, you safe, and whoever is around. That's what security is. We're here to protect and keep people safe. Different people have different ways of working. Some people are very loud, and more aggressive. But I would say, if you're looking after someone and you become too aggressive, you're putting your client, your principal, in danger, and you're making them feel uncomfortable. So the whole point of security is to make them feel comfortable. Because if the person you're working for starts to tell you to calm down, it's not really a good look. You shouldn't have to be telling you to calm down. They could sometimes, for example, looking after someone, they want to take pictures or something like that. You become, no. They could say, no, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. They can also say, you know what? No.
Yeah, but we've seen different situations where intruder bash into the client or the principal, and the harm would be done before then.
The thing is, you have insecurity. Sometimes things happen you can't expect it. You have to be very vigilant.
Okay.
That's why when you're looking after anyone, especially someone with high profile, that's known to the public, that's known, you've got to be very vigilant. Because people, do crazy things out there when they are big fans of someone. They just do silly things. Some people don't know how to act when they see someone that they really admire. And sometimes their emotions can get to them. Do something stupid. We've seen it. I think it was someone, Whiskey was doing a concert somewhere, and someone came and just hugged him and dropped him. They all both fell on the floor. Now, I would say that the security should be more vigilant to see, because you have to, that shouldn't happen to him, because that's dangerous. He couldn't have had anything.
Yeah.
Although it was harmless, it didn't really, but you have to be very vigilant and watch everyone. So when you do security, you have to really watch your surroundings.
Yeah. Okay. You just talked about Whiskey now. Yeah. When he was being attacked. Before then, you watching and you jump on.
Well, if you, for example, backstage, there shouldn't really be anyone really coming from behind, really, because when you're in the backstage, they already got the security for the venue, for the stage, so they're got to be vigilant. In other words, like anyone could just come into the stage. So that's one thing. So you have to make sure you work with the team that's there. So the danger is not from behind, because there's staff behind, there's security behind the venue, whatever. you have to concentrate on the crowd and what's on the left and the right. So you've got to be standing in a place where you can see what's happening. That's your job. You're meant to do that. You know, you have to keep looking. You can't concentrate on the person looking after. Let the person perform. They're got to do the performance. You're not there to be watching them perform. You're there to be watching any sort of funny movements. Anyone moving here, you watch. That's your job. You make sure that, you know, just in case you see someone trying to walk up, you know, you can like, okay, boom, stop there and that. And that's your job. So you have to do that. It's part of the job. This is why I think when you're in the stage, you're in a good position to see everything. Because you can see literally everything. So if anyone's going to try to come up to the stage, you got to see it because you're there. That's your whole point. You know, the person can see it. The singer can see there's someone. If the singer can see, okay, there's someone here, they can see it.
Yeah.
You should be able to see it as well. You know, you know, when Whiskey got attacked, he saw that coming. He saw it coming, but security wasn't sharp enough, in my opinion. I'm not saying you can't make mistakes, but
yeah,
you have to think.
So, there was a situation with Ashake, and you know, it made the Brixton Academy shut down. Like, in your view, do you think the protocols were observed, or what's your view?
My view on it is that when you're doing things like that, especially in an area like Brixton, it's high risk. Yeah. So you have to go a bit more further when it comes to security. That's my opinion. From what I looked at it just looked a shambles. There was no coordination lining up. Everyone was just there. That was very dangerous. So unfortunately, someone lost their life, and you know, the children behind. So it really tragic what happened. But I just feel that, you know, you need to. The problem is that sometimes people that promote these concerts, they want to budget and that's okay. Have this.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that you need, because that's costing, probably cost the promoter lot, you know, maybe lost his life. I don't know that situation, but I always say when you have to use your common sense. If you're going to do events like someone like Asake, who's big at the moment, you know what I mean? He's blown very rapidly. And to have a concert in Brixton, you have to really make sure you've got loads of security guards, more than usual, because, you know, it's high risk. It's just like, you know, I think they underestimated maybe his fame or the popularity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because maybe someone like him, Brixton Academy is on the place for it, because he's blown. You know, he probably needs to be O2.
Yeah.
Or he probably needs to do somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Like another venue. That's all. But it happened, you know. And I just think that the security didn't organize it properly. The lack of organization, but there's no way. When I looked at the queue, I just couldn't believe it. I think
that's too much.
That's too much. It shouldn't come to that. You should have security every position to guide people to line up properly. I think there should be barriers. Everything should be, you know, properly. From before they even get to the venue, there should be security maybe nearer to the stage.
Okay. So what you're saying is, like, you have to scan the area before your client, your principal comes to the venue.
You need to, like, okay, we're talking about the venue, the concert. There should have been security patrolling within the area. So guiding people to go this way, maybe security to the station, like, you know, bring. So anywhere you're going to bring. Yeah. You have security. You have to. When you're security, you have to do certain things with your own initiative. Yeah. They're not going to tell you to do this. It's something you've got to do yourself. So I'll give you an example. It's still on the same topic, but still security talking. They want to bring someone. So I want to be a Saki, I want to bring him here, for example. bring any artist, anyone there. Before I do that, I will send someone to make sure everything's okay. Make sure, it's safe. So how is it looking? How's the road looking? Is it busy? You have to have these things. It's the way you do. So it's also very important to, we call them SAP, so advanced party, security advanced party. They do that. Even if you look at like the president or anyone, or MP, when they go anywhere, they already got the advanced security there. You won't know they're there.
You don't know,
You won't know. They're not the obvious one. They're the normal people that don't look like normal security. We have people there first, just make sure everything's fine. And okay. Even the principal don't even know. They don't even know that. They don't need to know that. It's between you and the team.
Okay. Again, unspoken answers to unspoken questions. Share and subscribe. I want to bring this question. When it comes to you managing your clients and now anyway, there's this notion that the paparazzi, the social media guys now, they are more intrusive, as in proper. You could give an example of Meghan and Harry, where they were chased, by the paparazzi, going circle. What's your view?
For the paparazzi.
Yeah.
The thing is, it is what it is. There are people that are known, they're in the public eye. It's always going to be like that. They're very famous people. We can never stop paparazzi. Nothing we can do about that. That's just always going to happen. This is why they need security, because some of them sometimes want to just live a peaceful life and do certain things. This is where security comes from. So they might want to go to the park. So the same thing will go to the park. We send security, the advanced security team, to make sure that the park is okay. And then we bring them in. And then once we bring them, then we do our job to make sure there's no one filming and things like that. So we try to minimize it. We can always try to minimize it. We can't stop it, because every day it's not against the law to film someone, but it's not against the law. So we can only minimize it. We can only try to minimize it. So we have to say, okay, cool, let's go to this part. It's one more quiet. Not getting that much people. So you have to also try to see what's best for the principal and things like what the client. There's nothing you can do. When you're in the public eye,
witnessed and you diffuse it, like most especially the paparazzi one.
The thing is like, if you're gonna go to a place where there's already a lot of people, there's already paparazzi, you're gonna be prepared for that. Your aim is to keep the client and the principal safe. Whoever you're looking after, keep them safe. Make sure no one attacks them. So if we're walking, make sure you're there. Make sure no one gets to them. They're gonna take pictures. Try to obviously, if it gets too much, got to be firm and tell them that back up. Stay back. Let the client get in the car. All you can do is, try to. It's gonna be hard to tell people to stop filming. It's gonna be, you can't do that, because obviously the person doesn't want you to, you're representing the person as well. So if you're just like pushing everyone and getting aggressive, it's not good look for the person. So just got to do it smoothly, and that's it. But you can't stop the paparazzi. It's something you can't do. Now, if they're going to like a restaurant or somewhere else, or they just want to eat a piece, then you got to like obviously, show your authority. So listen.
No.
The person needs to eat, no filming here.
No.
This and that. You do it nicely and you do it politely. Yeah. If they don't listen, then you gotta be a bit more assertive and say, listen, I warned you once again. Can you please, leave? And I mean, there's ways to do it. So, but it's hard when someone like just an example like Megan and Prince Harry. It's gonna be hard. Anywhere they're gonna go, there's gonna be people that way. It's probably a celebrity, I guess. You can't run away from it. That's what it comes down with.
All right. We talked about, you've dealt with a lot of, and you're still dealing with a lot of celebrities. Have you been in a situation where your principal is a little bit relatively reckless?
Yeah. I mean, also I'm not going to say the names, but
yeah, definitely. Yeah, because we still want the more the money coming. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot. Some people sometimes because you have to understand, the people that we're looking after are normal people like me. They are normal people like me. They have the same feelings, same emotions, they have bad days, they have good days, they have emotions. So, you have to understand that these people are normal people. So sometimes they'll act out. I've looked after certain people, I'm like, wow, you actually got to fight, why are you going to fight when I'm here? Like, that's why I'm here.
The purpose of me for being here is, you.
Like it's crazy. I remember like there was an artist. I'm not going to say the name of the artist. It was Afro Nation, 2019, I think, where if people are going Afro Nation, there's a VIP section. There's a lot of sections you go to. Now, you have to have a wristband before you go anywhere. Now, the security in Portugal don't know everyone. They don't know who's who. Yeah. So there was a big artist in the Afro scene that asked for his wristband. And he goes, well, what are you talking about? Before, because you're not going to enter unless you get a wristband. So he went crazy. And, there was a big, there was about
argument.
The staff was going to fight the security. There was a rumble, had to stop the both and this and that. It was getting really heated. Like, it was getting very, very violent. I had to stop everyone. And obviously the artist took out the disrespect because they're like, you got to ask me for a wristband. So, situations like that. There's been a situation with another artist. And we'll be in the club and one of the fans, but this is where my fault, because I was behind the artist, but I didn't see who was behind me. So the fan saw the artist, I went to grab the artist, and the artist reacted and basically got violent, and, so it was all of madness. I was like, wow, like, I didn't expect that from this artist, this big artist, but they're human beings. But this is what I'm saying, you have to, sometimes situation happens, it's out of your hands, but you have to try to be more wary of what's around you. And situations like that, you need to be maybe communicate. For example, when they asked for his wristband, I should have probably been in front saying, okay, I'm going to bring my artist through his performance, instead of the artist embarrassing himself and looking like he felt it was embarrassment. And I could have diffused that. So, we make mistakes. I make mistakes and things like that. But then you get difficult clients. You get difficult ones.
Yeah, that's what I was going to going to ask you the next one there. They when they become rude.
Yeah,
They,
I've worked after clients. I've worked with client principals, you know, and they're just being rude. I think
yeah.
some people let fame get to their head,
Mm.
and some people, I'm sorry to say, they think they're more famous than what they are. I always say, you know, I've looked after a lot of artists that are very humble and things like that. But there's certain artists that I've looked after and I'm like, you know, I don't think I want to work with this person again because they're arrogant and rude. And I've worked with bigger artists and I do that. So you do get some people that just don't have to talk to people. You know, that's just the way it is. But I always make sure I do my job the best I can. That's it. You know.
So is it you that have to engage with them or they have to engage with you? In terms of everything, okay, I'm going to be performing here. Can I speak to the guys that are going to be working?
Communication is very important. Communication is the key. Remember, when you're looking after the principal, you're going to work with the client as well and the PA and the team. So I always talk to the team. So what's happening when we're going? What's happening? I don't really ask the principal what's happening. Ask the team, the PA, clients. Okay, where is he going? Where's she going? This stage, we're going through there. Then once I get the information, then I lead. That's okay. We're going here. The person I'm looking after, they don't really have to tell me much. They just have to be. I have to be the judge to know what we do, where we're going and things like that. So I have to work with, you know, it's just like, you know, you need to work with everyone: the driver, the chauffeur, whatever, PA, the client, whoever is working with them. You got to, you know, it's good communicating with them and find out what's happening. Then you work better. You don't want to be asking the person looking after what we're doing next, what's doing next.
Yeah.
You should know.
Yeah.
That's where you have to, like I said, the PA
Yeah.
will communicate with you. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
you know, so all right, we're going to this place.
Yeah.
I know. You know, okay, cool. We're going to this place. How's it look then? How to communicate with the place? Okay, where are we going? Going to this place. Okay, cool. Going to this place, wherever. Then if we get to this place, then I'll make sure that everything's safe for the person I go with. So I have to do my bit, you know. You have to do your bit to.
Have you been in a situation where you might give your principal a hardware or tools? Like, yeah, all right, let me give you a smartphone so that, you know, you communicate with me. Do
No.
this.
No. You don't give him anything.
If this is a dark place, you know, you have to.
No. I mean, obviously, you have your number. If it's necessary, they'll have your number, and they can communicate with that. Really, truly, you're there with them all the time. So there's no need for them to give them anything. You're there with them all the time. That's why it's called protection. With them at all times.
All times.
So at all times. So anything you need to communicate with them between you and the principal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you said communication is key anyway. Yeah. Communication is key. In a situation where your principal is more of I saw Ashake. Yeah. Running on the stage, running and then jumping into the crowd. My mind. What was your own reaction?
The thing is that's where you just gotta be weary, assertive. You gotta be You've done it like
because at that point you can't you are the
situation.
Yeah,
it's unexpected. But you have to always expect the unexpected in this kind of industry because, you know, sometimes the artists, their emotions get to them and they're just going to do that. And you have to be vigilant. You know, you got to don't be too relaxed, especially when on stage. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, okay, what he done was extreme, but sometimes artists they want to get off the stage and go. So you got to be very fast. I'll give you an example. When I was with Davido in 2019 in Afro Nation, he went to the crowd, so I have to quickly run, you know, to where he was going. So you have to do these things. Quickly run to where he's going, make sure that where he's singing to the crowd, I've got him. So, but what Asake done was high risk. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, go on.
High risk, and you can't, you know, it's one of those things that you can only do your best. You can only do your best at security. Yeah? If the person's going to put themselves at risk like that, it's that at their own accord. It's just like you're looking after someone. You're going Tower Bridge. You're looking after someone. He decides to jump over. What can you do? What can you do?
You can throw the life boy.
There's never protection now. So if the problem solves on the River Thames, you don't know that.
You don't know.
There's nothing you can do. So you can't. It's hard to read someone's mind. Don't do that now. Would they say, "Oh, it's your fault"?
No,
it's that person's fault now.
Because again, the next question is that when he jumped, yeah, I saw his jewelry as well. Yeah. He jumped with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I don't know about Portugal. I don't know the crowd. But if it was somewhere that I don't want to mention, yeah, and they go there. Now, the thing is that immediately he jumped, yeah, the jewelries are gone.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done. That's high risk. I mean, if you done that here, man, it's what you done was high risk. Like I said, in that situation, it's. I would say personally, when you're doing security for an artist like that, you need more than one security, for example. I would say.
The people in front.
Yeah. I would have said maybe 2 security near where the crowd are.
Yeah.
So you have one at each corner. So they're just luring around, just walking around, making sure. Just in case he decides to do that. You know, at least there's security in every corner. So if he jumps, at least there's security there.
Yeah.
But if he just has that one security that's there, you know what I mean? He expected to jump as well. There's nothing he can do. So you just have to. It's one of those things. Like I said, you can't. You know, the principal has got a lot of responsibility looking after itself as much as you have.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, unspoken answers, unspoken question. Eddie, unspoken guest. Share our platform again, and any questions, send it up to us, and then we'll relate it to Eddie, a close protection agent working for a lot of celebrities. Eddie, to baffle you.
In the beginning, you're shocked sometimes by what you see, but now nothing shocks me. Nothing.
Really?
Nothing. I don't. Like I said to you before earlier on, people are people.
Mm-hmm.
People are people. Whether they're known, not known, they are people. Humans are humans. So I look at it that way. So I don't get baffled.
20, even teens, what can you give them rising from the time that I've known you, climbing this ladder, having your own company, having, to talk, managing this talk show, celebrities, and, what can you give them to aspire for?
I would say, what's uncomfortable now will be comfortable later.
Yeah. Nice one. Last question. I know, you're a Christian, but celebrities and all this thing like that. How do you navigate your Christian faith and this so-called, like I said, you still see things that celebrities will do something and, you just take your eye away.
I see where you're going with this. The thing is that in this life, you're going to meet different people in different views of life and different ways of looking at life.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'll just do my job. I do the job the best I can. Sometimes you're going to see people do things you'll be like, well, I won't be good. This is what you're doing. That's the lifestyle. You just respect it. It's just one of those things. You just have to make sure. I always pray for God's protection wherever I go. Anyway, I pray that He protects me from anything. Even though I'm protecting others, I ask for God to protect me.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the thing. Each to their own, each to their own. Yes, you do see one thing that sometimes, you may be looking after someone or being in an environment that's against your faith, against your beliefs, but you have to understand you've got to tolerate we live in a society where you can't be because I'm Christian or I'm Muslim or whatever. Which is up to you if you don't want to, but you have to separate the two and understand that you're in a job to do your job is to protect them. And that's it. As long as you don't participate in anything that's against your faith.
Cool. Thank you so much, Eddie. Thank you for coming this short notice and flying in from into UK immediately. Yes, unspoken answers to unspoken questions. Thank you so much. And this is just one part. Eddie will still come, and he's gonna be like a different topic we'll talk about, which he also do very, very, very good. And I'll keep that one separate. Consume this one, share, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Eddie.